on, let's go outside. Let's take a walk in the sun. There are things to learn and things to see. A big wide world for you, your dog, and me. Dog Talk. Hi everybody and welcome to Dog Talk. I'm Pat Becker and we have Susan Owens with us today. How are you, Susan?
I'm wonderful, Pat.
You've been on vacation. You and your husband traveled around the country, had a good time?
We do. We go all over the place and we thoroughly enjoy it, and we take all the dogs.
And all the dogs go. That's remarkable to me.
Yep, they all go. They camp with us, they stay with us, they go
everywhere. Incredible. And this stuff that you could do too, folks. I mean, it's so much fun. Well, we're here today to talk about the fly ball thing, which is the Full Speed Ahead organization. And we just couldn't wait to talk with Katie Tompkins about how to do this thing.
Right.
We've had so many people call and say, you know, I would do the fly ball thing, but it looks hard, you know. So we went out and took a video of it. You're going to enjoy. We're visiting the Lockhart Animal Center today, and we're going to interview Katie Tompkins, who is with Full Speed Ahead, and that is a fly ball team. Of course, here there are so many sports that are available, and the Lockhart Animal Center has events that range from lure coursing to obedience to any kind of nose work. Oh, it just goes on and on. But today we're going to focus on the fast dogs. Katie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And these are with Full Speed Ahead. I mean, your fly ball team is just fantastic.
Thank you.
We've been keeping up with it for quite a few years, and I thought we need to update. So how are you doing?
We are doing good. We're in the heat of 2016 racing season, so gearing up for championships in October.
So are the championships held here?
No, they're held at the Peewee Center in St. Louis, Missouri.
In St. Louis. So you all will travel to St. Louis. How many of you are there?
There's about 15 of us now, so, and probably around 30 or so dogs. There's a lot of dogs.
Yes, and it is probably, to me, one of the most exciting sports that there is. When you go to one of these trials, you know, it's hard to hear because the dogs are excited, the people are excited. It's like going to a football game or a basketball game, you know. Everything is so exciting and up. And of course, you know, the dogs just really enjoy it.
They do.
I am amazed at how, you know, they get so into it, don't they?
Definitely. We are all a very loud group, people and dogs included.
Of course, that's what makes the sport.
Yes.
Absolutely. Fun is what it's all about.
Yes, definitely.
So I understand that the breeds of dogs now have changed a little bit. Those that are adaptable and very successful at this sport. What is that change?
So originally, all dog sports, I think, were loved and founded by the Border Collies and the herding breeds, Australian Shepherds, cattle dogs. But in flyball particularly, there's been a huge shift towards whippet crosses and whippets in general, which we have here, actually. So they're just able to bring a little bit extra speed to the sport, and it's really paid off for a lot of teams.
And of course, whippets, I had a whippet at one time, and mine seemed to be a little shorter, a little smaller than those that are bred now. So having said that, if they are getting a little taller, don't you need a real small dog in one of these?
You do. So each team, you'll want your fast dogs or your larger dogs, and then you want to have one dog that sets the jump height lower, and we call those the height dogs. And they're always the little guy. And each team is always going to have at least one little guy to set that bar lower so that the big dogs don't have to work quite so hard.
So today we're going to get kind of a demonstration, aren't we?
Yes.
And I'd like to kind of take it from, do you have any pups that we can sort of talk with the owners and the handlers and see how they were selected and why and what you do to get them ready for this?
Definitely. We've got a range of all ages and breeds and sizes. Just to show that anybody can play fly ball. We do start our puppies at 8 weeks old. So we start them young. Yes.
Whoa. Well, let me ask you a question, because that would, as in with agility or any other sports that are hard on the bones, do you kind of temper it?
Definitely. It's very age appropriate. For the little guys, we only do flat surfaces, so there's really not much more into the training than what they would do playing in the backyard.
Ah, just teach them to go straight down and turn around and come straight
Yes,
back.
and handling that distraction is huge for young puppies.
Started to say, without triggering on something that would distract them. Okay, well, are you guys ready?
Yes, we are ready to go.
Let's do it.
All right, so first thing we're going to start with is Lee and Peewee, and these are one of our puppies. Peewee is a Border Collie Whippet cross that I actually bred with my female Whippet.
Wow.
And Lee has had her for about 4 months now. She's 6 months old.
6 months, on the 19th.
What do you think of Peewee?
I love her. She is very driven. She loves to tug and loves to run. So she's going to be a very good sport dog.
Excellent. All right, and here we have Tweak and Deborah. And Tweak is another one of our puppies. I think she's actually the youngest puppy we have on the team at the moment. And how old is Tweak?
She is 16 weeks.
Okay, and Tweak is a Whippet.
She's a Whippet, and this is about her third practice.
And why did you choose a Whippet for fly ball?
Because they are fast and easy to keep.
Very true. So our first drill we will actually do, show how we train our puppies, which is we will have Peewee here recall past Tweak, and Tweak will come this direction, and that is the actual fly ball pass. So they learn to ignore the other dogs and focus on their mamas.
Okay.
So first we have Lee going with Peewee, and she runs all the way around to get them very excited. And she runs to her tug, and that is her reward, is to play tug. We prefer the tug as a reward because it keeps them very close to their owners and it keeps them engaged. All right, and here we have Deb going with Tweak. And Tweak is a very young puppy, so she has a lot of excitement to overcome. Here we have Missy, and a breed that you wouldn't necessarily think, but Miss Ellie is a Boston Terrier.
Amazing.
Yes, how many of these have you seen do fly ball? Ellie is how old, Missy?
She will be 8 this year.
She'll be 8, so she's a little bit of an older girl. She's been practicing with us for a couple years now. All right, and here we have Ellie, who is going to demonstrate going over the jumps for us. And you'll see there are 4 fly ball jumps in the line, and the dog has to take all 4 jumps and run to their handler. And here we have Luigi, and Luigi is my 9-year-old rat terrier, and he is the first dog that I started fly ball with. We are going to show you how you figure out which direction your dog turns and how to start them on a proper box turn. So Luigi plays fly ball for food. He's not all that toy motivated, but you can see he loves his food. So I'm going to drop a treat in the bowl, and that's directly out in front of us. All right, Luigi, go. Squeech, 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 squeech. Good boy. And Luigi is naturally a right-hand turner, so he typically tends to go this way when he's coming back. So when we introduce this Luigi into the fly ball turn, we start with a simple stanchion or some kind of prop that they have to jump over, and we call these over and backs. And this will relate to the fly ball box later on. Okay, ready? Luigi here. Whoop. Yay, good boy. And you'll notice that that takes, good, a really tight turn, and that's exactly what you want when you're doing a box turn. All right, and here we have Connie and Jade is going to demonstrate the ramp, which is basically a prelude to the box. So this is what we start dogs on so that they learn how to use all of their legs, their whole body, to really push and power off of that box. Connie, will you tell us a little bit about Jade?
Jade, she just turned a year in April, and she's a cross between a Nova Scotia duck-totaling retriever and a border collie. Jade, get it.
So Jade uses all 4 feet when landing on that board. She'll use her front feet to pivot and her back feet to really power off to excel through the jumps. As you can see, Connie is using treats to pull Jade off of the board just a little bit faster. All right, and here we have Tiffany and Duke. And Duke is one of our height dogs, the smaller dogs on the team, and he is a miniature Australian Shepherd. Why don't you tell us a little bit about him, Tiffany?
He's a 2-year-old rescue, and he does all sorts of sports.
Full Speed Ahead has several rescues on our team. They make phenomenal fly ball dogs and just great pets in general. So we always recommend, if there is a good rescue prospect out there, if you have a rescue dog, don't think that they may not be good at a sport, because they turn out amazing as well. So Duke is going to demonstrate the fly ball box turn. And just like we saw on the ramp, we're basically scaling this down so that he now has an actual smaller target to hit. The fly ball box works in a specific way, so when they hit this pedal, it actually springs out a ball and shoots that out, and the dogs have to catch that on the return. So there's a lot of skill that goes into a box turn.
Ready, set, go!
So as you can see, fly ball is all about speed. We want the most efficient turn possible. Duke hits that box with his front feet, triggering the ball to fire out. He catches it, and then he's able to pow back to his mother or through the jumps and to complete the race.
Ready,
So we'll do one more time.
go! Get your ball.
And you can see he's very, very efficient at a box turn. He's very fast. You'll notice we do have wraps on Duke, and I believe this is the first dog we've used wraps with. And that is to protect their feet when they're coming in. They come in so fast that that helps kind of like brake pads, helps them slow down and gain control throughout the entire run. Great. You'll notice that a lot of our dogs have different props in front of the boxes. Now each dog needs something different. This is going to make them work most efficiently and hit the box the best way possible for their run so that they can run clean. Tegan is going to be in this lane. You can see he has what we call stride regulators and a jump prop. So this is going to make him get his butt up and onto the box versus just coming in really fast. It definitely takes a village to train a fly ball dog, and this just shows why we need all the people on a fly ball team to do so. On this side, we have less props, but just as equally important, we do have that jump prop the same, and Hawk will be using this as a reminder to jump up onto the box and do that really efficient and clean four-footed swimmer's turn. Now we have Tegan and Amanda, and Tegan is a rescued border collie who's been playing fly ball with us for a little while. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Tegan?
Tegan is approximately 6 years old. I got him when he was somewhere between 2 and 3. He's a rescue, so I don't know his exact age, and he's from All Border Collie Rescue. I got him out of Texas. He's been playing fly ball since I got him, roughly. And he's very enthusiastic, that's for sure.
Here we have Connie and Hawk. And Hawk is one of our height dogs again, little short guy. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Hawk, Connie?
He came from Arizona, from a kennel called Sublime Kennels that raise Malinois, but they also do fly ball dogs and stuff. So he was bred for sports. He's got Jack Russell, Border Terrier, Malinois, and Border Collie.
And a whole lot of attitude.
Yeah, he does.
Now Hawk and Tegan are going to demonstrate putting the entire fly ball run pieces together. So all the little pieces you've seen, we put this all together and we incorporate the entire course into a full fly ball run. So you'll see these two go head to head. Oh, race them. All right, and now we put it all together. We're gonna run a team of 4 dogs over the 4 hurdles. They have to hit that box and come back over those 4 hurdles as fast as possible. At a tournament, we would have 20, 30 teams that we would all be competing against based on time. They break up those teams into division, and so you race teams comparable to your time and your speed. It gets very loud, it gets very crazy, and those tournaments will typically last all day just because of the number of entries. You'll always see 2 teams run head to head, but today, since we are limited space, we'll only be doing 1 lane of 1 team. We'll start this race off with Eve. She is a 4-year-old whippet, runs very, very fast. Second, we will go with Rex. Shelly is down there on the floor. Wave, Shelly. And Rex is one of our rescue dogs. He's a very solid fly ball dog, runs clean all the time. He's a great competitor. Followed by Jasmine. Jasmine is one of our Australian Shepherds, and she loves to talk, and she's a phenomenal disc dog, fly ball dog, a true athlete, handled by Amanda. And then our last dog is going to be Delta, and she is our only cattle dog. And she loves to play fly ball, very good at disc dog as well. So let's go ahead and start the show.
What fun is
They're
that?
having the time of their lives over there.
It is
It
fun.
is
It's
so
fun to
fun.
watch and it's fun to participate in. So if somebody wants to join and kind of learn about this, how do they do that?
They can just call us or email or look at our Facebook page or website,
Which is
fullspeedahead.com. We do classes on Sunday morning.
There you go.
Yeah, over on.
It sounds
yeah.
like a winner to me. We're
Yeah.
going to take a quick break, folks, and when we come back, Paula Tiller is here, and she's with AKC. We did a cute thing with kids. You'll enjoy it.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. Quality does not have to cost more, and we only have the best. If your pet suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, or hair loss, it may be the result of their diet. A1 Pet Emporium can help. We offer pet portraits monthly, adorable rescue animals every Saturday from noon to 4, and free dog and cat food samples. Locally owned and operated, we want to be your neighborhood pet store.
Paula Tiller is with us today, and she is not only the owner of a boarding kennel, Cedar Hills in Guthrie, but she is with AKC. And we had the wonderful opportunity to go down and judge a children's contest. It was great, and we thank you for that.
Thank you so much. We had a wonderful time at the kids show, and you were a great judge and made all the kids feel like winners.
Well, all the kids were winners as far as I'm concerned. And speaking of winners, this dog looks like a champion. Now this is the Brittany, which is a little different in color from people are used to the orange and whites. And this one is gorgeous. Now tell me about him. This is Nicky. Nick?
This is Nick. He's my 11-year-old liver and white Brittany. He is
Fluffy. He's
very fluffy. Got a bath yesterday when we found out we were coming. But he is a wonderful dog. But he's 11, and he became a champion about 3 probably. And
Now
so
that is confirmation champion.
confirmation champion.
Excellent.
And
so has he been a working dog?
we hunt tested him some, and which is another AKC competition, and he has been hunting.
Yeah, excellent.
You
All
said
of his
11, by
yes,
the
he's
way?
11.
He holds
I
his
would
age
never
well.
have thought
I would
Nick
never
is
have
11
either.
years
I
old.
would
Wow.
never. And of course, there again, folks, this is an important thing too, because the DNA tells, and good breeding. The dogs don't look their age that way. They last a lot longer. Everything is so good. Well, we want to show you this video because I'm so anxious to show you.
cannot wait to
Children
see it.
were precious. Let's run this. One of the best places to learn about purebred dogs is an AKC confirmation show. Hundreds of different breeds all in one place. Oklahoma City has breed shows which are AKC sanctioned, and they are tailor-made to help you if you're looking for that right dog for you and your family. You can visit with breeders and handlers about each breed's abilities and personality traits. It's a joy to see all of the beautiful dogs and watch them being shown at their best. We were invited to participate in this year's June event by judging a pretend class of kids as they learned how to show dogs, hoping maybe to become junior handlers someday. How exciting it is for us today because we are at another wonderful AKC event, and the Oklahoma City Club is here giving on this event, and we are so thrilled. Paula, how are you?
I'm just great, thank you, Pat.
And your name?
Paula Tiller, and I'm in charge of the kids show and the Peewee shows today.
Aha!
I'm Maggie Shirk. I've been a member for over 30 years, and I handle the information booth for anybody walking in that has questions about the show or where to go, what ring to go to, and all that type of
You're the answer lady.
I'm the answer lady.
And I am so proud there again of us joining forces and giving the respirators to the firemen. I get notes from them all the time saying, Pat, we actually use these.
Yes, they do.
So that is the exciting thing. Respirators for pets when there is a fire in the houses is, I think, a wonderful thing. Now, let's ask us, what are we doing here today?
Today we have an American Kennel Club sanctioned all-breed dog show. We have 1,586 entries today. There are 180 some breeds actually recognized by AKC, and we have a tremendous amount of them here, including some of the new ones like the Peewee that you'll see walking through here is the cutest looking thing.
Oh, I love them.
Yes.
So Paula, tell me about what your event is.
Our event is that we're having a celebrity judge, Miss Pat Becker, and we're so honored to have you. Thank you for helping
your
us.
asking.
as our judge today for the kids show. The kids are all beginners. They probably don't know anything about dog showing. We're using stuffed dogs with leashes. We'll have people in there showing the kids what to do, and Pat's going to judge them.
The kids got a few instructional hints from Paula Tiller, preparing them for showmanship. All of the children were wonderful. Each trying his best to look confident while taking the judge's instructions as they moved around the ring. Very impressive. Each one's face with their precious smiles was joyful to watch. And for me, a hint of hope that maybe some of them might really become involved in handling dogs someday. As important, they might learn to better connect with their dogs and become responsible dog owner adults. So, Paula, we've included a couple guys with us today, and we are so thrilled that Scott Inman is here, and you are the Oklahoma House Majority Leader.
Minority Leader, that's exactly right. Yeah, absolutely.
All
yes,
right.
ma'am. So, yeah, that's right. It's great to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
I'm pushing you on.
That's all right.
Pushing you on. And John, you too are kind of politically involved.
I'm a first-time candidate for the Oklahoma House of Representatives for District 31, which is most of southern Logan County and little parts of northern Oklahoma County.
Of course, you happen to be married to a woman who is into dogs, which is why we're all here.
Yes, and I'm kind of into dogs too.
Yes, you are,
yes.
undoubtedly. So, Scott, I was going to ask you, you had a daughter that was in, Sophia.
I did.
She is beautiful.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you to say.
And did a great job. So what motivated you to get her interested in coming out?
Well, I mean, we've got dogs at home, and I grew up with Yorkshire Terriers when I was a kid, and but we got a letter. I got a letter at my Capitol office from Holly. That's exactly right, and to say the dog show's coming. We'd love for you to bring your family out. And so I called them up and I said we'd love to come, and so we brought them out. And the girls love dogs, and they absolutely had a great experience here this afternoon.
The important thing for me and for all of us who are here is to encourage kids to join this kind of sport, to get involved with dogs, to connect with dogs, get them out of the backyard, off of the couches, and doing something with them. Because it's been proven statistically, kids who grow up with dogs and who are empathetic with dogs will be better in character.
Absolutely.
You know, absolutely. So let me ask you a question, kind of off the cuff. What do you think of 777?
Yeah, the state question 777, which is a pretty big controversial state question. The proponents of it have called it the right to farm. The opponents of it have called it the right to harm. It's a big battle with I think there's some underlying good things to it. They want to make sure that you have local farmers in the state of Oklahoma that can farm the way they want to farm without big out-of-state interest coming in. But you got to be careful as to how do you do that. The wording is important because as you try to protect local farmers, you also don't want to do something that maybe has a negative impact on things that dog owners care about in terms of puppy mills and things like that. And so right now we're taking a look at it to make sure that things are written like they should, because we certainly want to support our local farmers, but we also don't want to have any unintended consequences that are pretty negative.
Absolutely. You want to be able to, the next dog you buy for Sophia, to be one that is well bred and well taken care of.
That's right. Yeah.
That's exactly right. Don't you feel like that too, John?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Couldn't agree more.
Paula, this has been great, and we appreciate so much you letting Dog Talk come in and enjoy it. The kids were wonderful, beautiful, and I
can't wait to see it on TV.
I'm anxious myself. I can't wait to edit it. It's going to be more fun than that.
Just so cute, and it's our 3rd or 4th year to do this now, so it's an annual event. The end of June every year.
Yeah. Well, hopefully maybe you'll invite Dog Talk back and we'll get to witness it again too.
You are invited.
Thank you for taking part.
I appreciate that.
Well, we so appreciate everything that your club does. Obviously, getting these kids involved is the answer, for making them excellent adults. I mean, it's just when they can get empathetic with animals and connect with them, then they can connect with people.
And they were having fun too. They looked like they had a blast.
I think they
It was a wonderful film. I can't wait for everybody to see it, and it's just going to help make next year even better.
Absolutely.
And those weren't real dogs that were being pulled along, by the way. Those were
You could tell
stuffed.
that, right?
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that's a good place to start. If they were real dogs, it'd be a little more difficult
Yeah,
than that.
yeah.
But they did a great job, and we're
was.
so proud of all of them. And we're coming up to Cedar Hill one of these days, your boarding facility in Guthrie.
Wow, that'd be wonderful.
Going to check that out. Folks, take care. We've had a great time today. Hope that you have too. Remember, your dogs are part of your family, so treat them that way, okay? And we will see you next week.
We're talking about dogs. Talking about big dogs, talking about little dogs, oh yeah. Chasing the ball, chasing the cat, digging hole, thing like that. Dogs, talking about dogs. Laughing dogs, sad dogs, happy dogs, mad dogs. Dogs, just talking about dogs. Lost and alone, running the street, checking the garbage, looking to eat. Out there sad and on their own, the law will get them if they got no home. Dogs, talking about dogs. Dogs, we're talking about dogs. You say they were angels sent from above, then a year or two later you fell out of love. You dumped them, man, and kicked them out. Now what the heck was that about? Dogs, we're talking about dogs. Dogs, them poor little dogs. Talking about big dogs, talking about a little dog.